Part 2, let us begin. Alright, so you guys have all seen the previous tutorial with the toolbar, and now we're going to add a little bit of functionality within this toolbar with the bar button items. Like I said in the previous tutorial, we're only going to go through one of the elements, and guys, this can be duplicated within your elements of whatever you want, back, reverse, actions, this, that, all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do is jump right into it. Now the first thing that we're going to do is go up to the editor, and we're going to show the assistant editor. So that's going to be our side by side, and this is how we're going to hook up the action from our toolbar bar button item. So the one that we're going to hook up, well, let's just say this trash can. And as you guys have seen in the previous tutorials, or if you don't already know, we're going to hold control, click from the bar button item into our class that's associated with the view controller, which is what do we call this thing? Switch controller. This is again from the previous tutorial, and in this case our connection is going to be not an outlet but an action. We're going to name this just simply trash. Type is going to be an ID, and go ahead and click connect. So you can see our IB action has been established here. Now, if you guys want, you can go back to the standalone editor. We're going to stay within this because I think it's going to do us just fine for what we're going to be doing. So now we're going to flip over to the implementation. So you should be in the header file now. We're going to go over to the implementation, which you can go to your recent files and go to switchcontroller.m or whatever you guys have called it. I'm going to go ahead and give us a little bit more room while we adjust our implementation file here. And as you see from our implementation file, if you scroll down to the bottom, the IB action that we just established is going to be at the very bottom. So what we're going to write in our IB action function here is basically we want to get rid of all the on-screen elements. So we want to get rid of our switch, and we also want to get rid of our segmented controller, in which we've established the outlets. So if you go up here, we can see that we've established our outlets in the header file. They have transitioned over with the synthesize method, which is our getter and setter functionality, to our implementation file here. And what we're going to simply do is similar to the previous tutorial with the toggle switch. We're just going to set the alpha to 0. So that's going to make them disappear on the screen. Technically they're still there, but they are set to almost invisibility. And so, I know this isn't, probably the proper thing to do here, but just to show you how to hook up those bar button items, that's what we're going to show you just for the sake of time. So in this case, what we're going to do is take our first our switch. So that's going to be my switch, and we're going to call that my switch.alpha is going to be equal to my switch.alpha again is equal to, in this case, 0, and not a colon but a semicolon. And then we're going to do the same thing with our segmented controller here, which is going to be my switch.alpha is equal to my seg.alpha, and then we're going to set that equal to 0. So we've just put two simple statements in here, basically setting our alpha to 0 when this IB action of trash is implemented. And we've assigned this trash implementation to simply the action of clicking the trash icon. So I know it's kind of basic, kind of simple, but you guys see how we connected the toolbar items to a simple action, and we put statements in place to where that action takes place. They are going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and run our application here within our iPhone 5.1 simulation, which, man, if you guys haven't upgraded to the newest stuff, you got to get on this. It's just awesome stuff. So we're going to go into the projects here, and based on the previous tutorials, a switch, go into your switch icon, switch there, and what we're going to do is, as you can see, we've got the view controller that we previously did in the tutorial, which disables our segmented controller. You can switch it on and off. Now what we've done is we've added this toolbar, which you guys are super pumped about. I'm super pumped for you guys to develop these sweet applications. And we have one of the bar button items, which is the trash icon, that we've activated. The rest, if you click them, they shouldn't do anything at this given time. But if you click the trash icon, the elements on screen that we've, the statements that we've told to disable or, basically become invisible have disappeared. And that is the sweetest thing you've ever seen. Alright, maybe a bit of exaggeration there. But anyways, you can see how we've taken a simple, view controller that it just had a simple switch and segmented controller. We've added a whole bunch of robust functionality to the base, the toolbar here, and we've assigned different actions to those buttons. Well, the one, like I said, you guys can experiment, figure out what you guys want to do with the other elements on there, the other bar button items, and go from there. So, with all said and done, another element that you guys can implement into your $1 million app idea, and let us know when you come up with that, because I'll be super pumped for you guys. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying the tutorials. Hopefully they're making sense. If they aren't, drop us a comment. We're trying to, bridge the millions of comments that we get. Or maybe you're one of your comrades out there that already knows a little bit about something or other, can help you. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy it. Follow us, subscribe, because there's gonna be more videos. And if you haven't checked us out on Facebook, we're trying to post there some of the sweet stuff that we find, because it does relate to some of the technological issues out there that really mean something to us and what we're doing. So check us out on Facebook, Twitter. Really excited for what we're doing with you guys and moving forward. So we'll catch you guys in the next tutorial, and hopefully you guys have a nice, we'll say, morning.